So this is supposed to be a couple-hour tour, and we got our dust mask. They don't really wear helmets here, so we are going to go ahead and go out and ride. And supposedly there's cliff jumping and some swimming and mud and that kind of stuff. So we're wearing a bathing suit and a shirt. We brought our towels, and I got my crappy sneakers on, just so we have a little bit of that, and we're all good to go.
Tony was our guide for our visit with ABC Tours, and we had a great time. It was like riding with one of your friends, except he knew all the answers and he knew about the history and the culture. It was a great ride. They also offer Jeep tours. The one thing that does take a little getting used to is riding on the road without a helmet. Now, I know a lot of people probably do that and they probably prefer that, but when you're driving with cars, there are no traffic lights in Aruba, simply traffic circles. So it took a little while to get used to it, and we were driving Honda Pioneer 1000s and 700s, so it really wasn't that bad. They all are governed up to 70 kilometers per hour, so you're certainly not going to be outrunning anybody on the road. Most of the drivers really, they respect having the ATVs out there. The one place that you cannot go is into the state park. So we had to transfer into a Jeep, and we had those handy and ready. It was all planned by ABC Tours for our next stop on our journey. The ride was extremely bumpy up and back. You can see all the beautiful vistas and just how arid the whole island is. Still beautiful views. But first, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Evolution Power Sports in Reading, Pennsylvania. We appreciate having them as our sponsor. Give them a call for your off-road pre-owned needs, and check out our swag and merchandise with a click of the button.
Well, this is the first part of the ride. This is a little bit of a Jeep ride down to do some swimming, snorkeling, but it's beautiful over here, so. My turn to go in.
The natural pool is a great way to cool off, and it's part of the tourist visit stops, and we did enjoy a little bit of time in the water. You are protected from the outside waves, which were a little rough with the hurricane going by to the north in Puerto Rico. We did have a return trip out of the national park in the Jeep, but we won't bore you with that video. We got back on the side-by-sides and proceeded to ride some more trails. Now, as scenic as all these trails are, you are expected to stay on the trail, and they try to make sure that you don't destroy too much of any vegetation that's there. Not too many people there. We did see a couple Jeeps, we did see some ATVs, we did not see any dirt bikes, so I'm not sure if they are allowed on the trails, or we just didn't see them. But it was a great ride, and we had a couple hours just to cruise along. Now, a lot of these trails will be sandy, but a lot of them have very sharp rocks, which I was very surprised that none of the vehicles with stock tires actually had any flats. These machines take so much abuse, but they hold up great. And for the most part, you'll see later in the video, most tour guides use Honda Pioneers. There's some CF Motos out there, and we saw a couple Kawasaki's. Now there's another Chinese brand out there that we'll put down in the text below, but we would advise against that because most of the people that are renting machines out here do say that they do see a lot of those broken down, and that's never a good sign. Full disclosure, there are other companies that you can rent these vehicles from, and if you wanted to do this, you could download an app, which they provide, and you can go riding on your own. So we opted for the guide because we wanted to know what was this stop, we wanted to go to the natural pool, we wanted to go see Blackstone Beach, And a lot of that on your own, you'd have to just sit there and Google, and we did not have cell service everywhere. That is an option that you can do if you go up and look at other proprietors of rentals and of tour guides. You can do a self-island tour. Now, most of these trails were two-wheel drive, but you could use some four-wheel drive, and Tony did let us know that, hey, we're coming up on some four-wheel drive, mostly loose rocks, maybe a little bit off camber, but nothing that the pioneers couldn't handle. It certainly was not some of the treacherous trails we've been to in the United States, but nonetheless, a nice ocean breeze. It's a very arid country and island, so if you don't have a breeze, it's warm. There's typically 99% of the time there's a nice breeze coming off the ocean. We packed water and snacks, and they were already ready to have a lunch for us when we got back. So we got to the location around 9, and then we were riding until about 1 o'clock. And when we got back, as we'll show you later in the video, we had food ready for us. For the most part, you want to bring water shoes or old sneakers, and you want to have sunscreen, you want to have a dust mask, but if you do not have one or don't feel like bringing one, really it's just to keep the bugs out of your face and to keep the dust to a minimum so you're not breathing in too much. They do have those available at the store for a small cost. We just wanted to make sure that we enjoyed as much of the island as possible. It is not a large island. Now, when we went to Bermuda, we were not able to go ahead and do some off-road riding because they had not yet legalized ATVs. Here they have at multiple locations, but as I said, the national park, they do prevent you from going in there with off-road vehicles. Only the sanctioned road vehicles like Jeeps and Land Cruisers.
To look like a fort. They built 3 windows on the right here in the front, 1 in the back to make it look like they had cannons, because in those times you had pirates all over the island. And when they saw the windows, they said, you know, there's cannons over here, let's not go. So they say in a period of 45 years that the Dutch took about 300,000 pounds of gold.
Wow.
And what did we get? Nice rocks on each other.
Yeah.
And it's all gone now.
Yes. They say there's still gold left on the island, and in that case, if you do find something, just remember we brought you here. We'll make a nice deal, guys. All right? You guys.
So here we are, and we heard the whole story about it. This is where UTVs come and hang out, and this is the fort where the gold was. So we're just taking a ride around and enjoying the day here in Aruba. Have a little bit more view for you. We may take a different tour tomorrow. We'll see what the weather's like. And they also have Jeep tours as well. As you can see, there's a couple different companies that do side-by-side tours. We got a bunch of CF Motos here, and we have obviously a lot of Hondas here. Yeah, they're all doing good, having a good time, checking it all out. Very nice. So we will catch up with you in a bit. Oh, very cool. Very cool. And I'm guessing this is the beach of the balancing stones. So pretty interesting. I usually see it on hiking trails back in the States, but I have not seen this in a while. Interesting Instagram moment, I guess.
And not too far of a ride away from the gold mine was time to do some, quote, cliff jumping or rock jumping into the water. There was a larger group that was just departing, so we let them leave and we took our moment to jump in the water and enjoy a little bit of refreshment.
Demonstration, guys.
Yeah.
Get my man bun out. Then it gets serious. Okay.
And there's a rope to climb up.
The rope, or you go across the big rock in the middle. Ready?
I'm ready.
Nice.
Good? Water good?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me get out your way.
I'm scared, but I'll do it.
You got it.
Count down, somebody.
1, 2, 3. Woohoo! There you go. Awesome.
All right. You're gonna go ahead?
Go ahead. I'm thinking about it.
All right.
About it.
I'm thinking about it.
just jump.
Just gonna do it. That's what everybody says.
It's not. It's like not bad. Once your feet hit the bottom, you feel safe.
And it's all sand on the bottom.
Yeah.
But one more time and then you go, Mike.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a little too fat and white for this.
Oh, you're fine.
No such thing.
Vacation, baby.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There he is.
Yeah!
Yeah. Good job, big man.
Thank God.
I'm so glad you did it. You like go. Around. Not better. You got it jumping?
Heavy. Again. It's not bad.
It's not bad when you reach the water down there, but here it's kind of scary.
He lost the shoe.
He lost the shoe.
And if you look at the bridge right here, this is, by the way, the twin sister bridge, even though you see 3. Don't think we cannot count. I wasn't here for the name. We call this the twin sister bridge. And all the bridges that you will see on the island are made from the same limestones as well. The biggest natural bridge we had, you see that yellow building right behind? Yeah. On the left of it, you see those like red rocks. That used to be the biggest natural bridge before.
Woo! Nice and refreshing.
Soap they give you inside the place. Yeah. So they have hand sanitizer. Yeah. Bug fever on the island. Most of you, I don't know if you know about it, but back in those days there were nobody to tell them that it.
The majority of the tour is on flat gravel or on sandy trails or on the road, so it's not overly extreme and you can take the whole family with you. It is certainly an educational lesson on all about Aruba, and we stopped by a couple beaches and sometimes they were a little rough due to the surf that was going by, again, to the aforementioned hurricane.
Don't hit the lizard. Don't hit the lizard.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the last beach on the tour. Last beach on the tour. So, beautiful Eagle Beach. And I'm gonna put the camera down so I can go in.
The tours that ABC Tours provides really opens up the island. Now, you can go to your resort and you can have a drink, sit on the beach, go wave running, go fishing, go parasailing. A UTV will give you a different perspective because not only can you ride on the road following a tour guide, you'll get to go out and see the coastline and see the sights. Normally, you would not hike out there. You can rent vehicles to go to certain these locations, but if you do like off-roading, give it a shot. It's definitely fun, and if you can get used to the roundabouts, that's probably the biggest challenge when you're driving on the road. But stay with your guide. We'll put a little placard up here so you can see the proper way to enter and exit these traffic wonders. Used to have them in New Jersey, but that was quite a while ago. We enjoyed the professionalism of the company, and everybody who was there was very helpful. Doesn't matter if they were helping you out with a waiver or getting you signed up or just making sure that all your questions were answered. And when you come back, Tony is there always to answer your questions as well as the whole team. Additionally, the food is great, and I do have to say, they really prepare it. When you come back, you have a reserved table. They know exactly what you're going to have. The barbecue chicken and the grouper were really good, so good that I had them twice in 2 different trips. And there's also vegetarian options as well if you need those. But we would recommend that you check it out, and they take care of everything for you. There were larger groups there and multiple groups coming and going on UTVs and on the Jeeps, as they call them, although they are more of a modified Land Cruiser. Great place to start or end your tour and time on Aruba. So I'd highly recommend it. Let them know that the Beaten Trail sent you. And again, Tony, great shout out to him, and he did a great job, and we really appreciate everything that they did for us. Certainly makes the trip there very memorable. So thank you for watching. We appreciate you checking us out, and we hope to see you out there on the trail.
Yes,
So it's recording now, so don't say anything dirty.
Yeah.
No cursing.
No cursing.
Hopefully sometime you can get yourself down here and get off on the beaten trail as well. I'll try that again.